Cliches are reoccurring ideas that are found in works of fiction from novels to films and TV shows and are present in all genres. Sometimes cliches work, but other times they become too predictable and unoriginal, leaving the audience wondering where they've seen this story before. Here's a list of 5 common movie cliches. Number 1, the chosen one. This character, as the name suggests, is chosen by some force or series of events to rise above all else and resolve the conflict. She or he is the only one capable of doing so because it is their destiny. This character has to struggle with their given task, prepare themselves for the final battle, and receive guidance and moral support from their friends. Almost always, this cliche ends with the chosen one bringing peace and defeating the threat.
But I am the chosen one. Okay, sorry.
Number 2, the David versus Goliath fights. Usually, this cliche is used when the hero is the underdog or during the final battle. The hero, who is most often David in the fight, may be physically smaller, less experienced, and/or weaker than the villain. The villain represents Goliath and may appear to have the upper hand for most of the battle. However, the hero will turn the tables when he or she taps into the hidden power they found within themselves and wins the fight. Number 3, the mad scientist. This character cliche describes a very smart and innovative person who lacks an understanding of ethics and will stop at nothing to further their research. Most often, the scientist does not think what he's doing is wrong and therefore doesn't mean to be the antagonist. However, sometimes the mad scientist experiments deliberately for evil's sake. This scientist may be so desperate to prove himself, he becomes the guinea pig for his own invention.
Yeah, but your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could that they didn't stop to think if they should.
Number 4, back from the dead. In this cliche, the main hero or main villain has just died. The surrounding characters believe the death to be true and the audience should be in shock. The dead character then comes back to life either a few moments later or in the next movie. This cliche can be too overplayed to the point where when a main character dies, it's a given that they'll come back. Alternatively, the character may come back through the form of a spirit, hallucination, or in dreams, so that they are still present without technically being alive. And lastly, number 5, the damsel in distress. Arguably the most notorious cliche, it involves typically a female character that finds herself in a dangerous situation she cannot get out of. The most common mistake with this cliche is not building up a connection between the female character and the audience. This may leave the audience indifferent about her rescue and weakens the plot. The damsel is most likely kidnapped, put in a hostage situation, or ends up prisoner of some sort. This cliche is the basis for many fairy tale films and often ends with the damsel and the hero falling in love. Cliches are unavoidable and can either help or hinder a movie's plot. The key to pulling off a cliche is to know what will work and what will become predictable.